Alright guys, sometime back we built this beauty of a town, but now we shall expand to the entire starting area. The only area I can use. And honestly, I don't feel like relocating any of these buildings here, as that will take a bunch of time. The best thing we can do is destroy and then start anew. Also, there is a couple more rules. First of all, we will be expanding our education to the college level at the very least. Likewise, one stadium and one tourist attraction will be built, and most important of all, our town must be making a profit at the end. And I want to shove this town and 100,000 people into these 9 squares as well, but let's see if that is even possible. Alright, so here's my basic layout. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna have our industry right over here in this quadrant. We're gonna have most of our residential in this area out here. We're gonna have some lumber and some rock out here. We're probably gonna get some coal and ore mining going right about here. It's not gonna be much, but we don't need much either, you know, so we're just gonna have a little bit. Anyway, so let's start with essentials. Electricity. Let's go with a small one for now. We'll see how that works out. Also, a landfill, and I think I'm gonna grab quite a big one out here. There we go. I think this is gonna be more than enough. At least I hope so. So, schooling, high school. We're gonna place that guy out here. There you go. They are gonna need a sports field, so let's place that guy right off the bat. Alright, there you go. There is our sports field and library. Why not? Let's add that out here. And I'm expecting to have quite a few students out here. But anyway, we're gonna place a parking lot out here. And an elementary school right about there. Perfect. Children's clinic. Let's add that in. Oh, you know what? We could actually leave a little bit of space for a road. Alright, and then the extension wings, obviously, and we have a playground as well. I'm guessing we're just gonna add that guy out here and then the clinic. I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll add another one on this end, just to make it look nicer. I mean, this would look a little bit nicer. But not right now. Not right now. I think this right now is fine. Alright, there definitely was a little bit more space for parking, so there you go. This should be more than enough for this area out here. Now, death care. Also, a fire station. We might need a bigger one later on, but for right now, this will do just fine. Police department. We'll just add him out there. We might move him later on, but not now. And last but not least, we do need a clinic. Also, a post office. We need to add a post office. And we're gonna build a huge post office of that. I'm not sure why, but mostly because we can. And last but not least, we need a little bit of internet coverage out here as well. And I think that's gonna be more than enough, to be completely honest. And just gonna upgrade this guy into tomorrow to make sure that everything's just dandy. And now we can finally start moving a couple of people in, and we're gonna go ahead and use what a lot of others been doing, and that's just gonna be adding small houses, 2x2s all over the place, and that's it. And now we just watch all of this get built. And while these houses are building up, I think it's time to start adding some other things like mixed housing and maybe some low rent housing as well. And I'm thinking we're going to be going out here. And also, I think we do need to grab the city hall. I think that's going to be pretty nice to have. Probably not a central bank, just because it is quite expensive with unlocks. And everything else, I don't think so. I think the rest of my points are going to be going into parks, actually, like sports parks, large parks. Alright, it's winter time, guys, and I think I did a fairly good job so far. So we got our timber business out here, which is level 3 already. Then we also got some stone, which is level 3 as well. Also, we got some coal, which is pretty nice, since we do have a coal power plant, level 3 as well. And last but not least, we are making some metal ore. Anyway, the only other thing that I could potentially get in here is actually some livestock farming, but that's pretty much it because we got absolutely no good land for crops, so no food growing basically, or cotton. And also I don't have any oil out here as well. The closest is here, but that's outside my city. And I'm thinking livestock, we're gonna be putting that right about here. It is gonna take a little bit of space, but I think it's gonna be fine. There we go, we got some livestock. I'm not sure if it's such a good idea to put it next to iron ore, but that's alright. They'll survive, maybe, hopefully. Oh my. Everything is starting to float before my eyes. I am a little bit tired of making all of these squares 2x2s, whatnot, man. I'm telling you, after a while, everything just kind of starts blending in. But there is still so much to do. So much to do. I'll continue on. Alright guys, as it happens, I cannot live without my coal power plant. So here we go. I got one. Now we're going to be producing quite a bit, and I think we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, actually, wait, hold on a second. I cannot add that, but I can add that, so that's fine. We can also add that, and we can add that. Unfortunately, I forgot every connection, outside connection you have for electricity. It can carry only up to $1 million worth of export. And that means I'm just losing a bunch of money because... Where is it? Okay, there you go. There's electricity. I am exporting 1 million, but it costs me a lot more to maintain that thing than I am actually... So I'm not actually making any money from it. I'm losing a ton. This extra turbine, that costs me 250,000 a month for only 100 megawatts. So that's getting a little bit expensive, while the coal power plant itself, although upkeep is pretty large, but it has 300 megawatts. So it's just cheaper to have the coal power plant. Unfortunately, I'll just have to destroy this guy. There's really nothing I can do about it. I did get a little bit of money, but not much. We're gonna give it a couple of minutes here, because I'm not sure it's gonna be 1 million worth, maybe just a tiny little bit less. As you can see, just a tiny little bit less, 900,000, but our maintenance is only 750k, which is nice. So we are making a pretty nice sum out here. And actually, electricity consumption, the service fee, we're gonna bring this down. Now that we've taken care of that, let's continue on building our beautiful city. College is pretty sizable, and I'm thinking we're going to be putting this guy probably somewhere around here. And extension wing and college library, I think both. Oh, college library, that does need extra space out here. And then the extension wings, they can go on by themselves, but this, yeah. Kind of forgot about the library. I think we're just going to be putting it like next to it out here and calling it a day. I don't know what's going on. My money has been going always up for the past, I don't know, like 10 minutes or so. And yet, my money is constantly going down, although my trend has been positive without ever changing to going negative. I have no idea what's going on. Even if you look at the monthly balance here, it's going up. It's always going up. And then all of a sudden it drops by about 7,000 or so for no reason. Let me know if you guys know what's going on, because I got no idea. I think the game is bugged. Alright, after a while, my income finally came back to being positive out here. As you saw there, I'm still losing an ungodly amount of money for who knows why. Every so often, I think it's like every 20 or 30 seconds, it just goes down by 7,000 or so. It's very annoying. Alright, looks like things are starting to stabilize. You had to sit here for a while, but we did get some money inflowing. We are still having a lot of people come in. Well, at least more than we are losing, so that's great. And we are making about 750,000 more than we are spending. No government subsidies, so that's amazing. So it's time to finish off this quadrant out here. And what I was thinking actually, well, first of all, we do need some kind of sports field, and I'm gonna go with a soccer field right next to the channel, so it looks pretty nice. Probably want to put a couple of trees here or something, but we're not gonna be wasting our time on that. Just saying that it would look nice. And also, I was thinking that we could actually put some landmarks out here. And the two landmarks that I've chosen is Grand Hotel and Botanical Gardens. They both provide some pretty good recreation, both indoor and outdoor. And there we go, both of them are now here. This is gonna be amazing. Upkeep is a little bit up there with 160,000 per each plus 30,000 out here, so it's gonna get a little bit expensive, but I'm fine with that. Next, we do need to start putting a few things out here. Probably gonna be going with high rises here, just because there is a little bit of space for that. Alright, here we go, and we're gonna start planting these guys out here. Give these guys a couple of stores, and I think that's gonna be lovely. And whoa! Would you look at that? I mean, look at this guy out here. 216 households. That is massive. Also, this traffic out here is massive as well. I'm guessing most of these, well, had a little accident here, so that's why people were not moving. Happens. Alright, I do believe this area is coming out to be nice. So many high-rises here, it's looking absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at these guys. Some of them are too repetitive, like these three, but what can you do, right? Like, what can you do? But we did encounter a problem. Now there is accidents here every 3 seconds or so, and people are not moving out here, so we gotta invest into some buses. Alright, I've added a bunch of bus lines, 14 to be exact. So far as you can see, there's not that many people riding them, but give them time, and everything will be good. Got a fuel plant now, so that's a beautiful, beautiful new signature building. We'll see what we can make happen with that. How big is it? Oh, that's actually quite significant in area. And how much pollution, so it's medium. Alright, I'm just gonna put it here for now. I think our industry is gonna continue going this way a little bit. Probably a little bit of offices here or something like that. But let's see how well these guys do. So no company has claimed this just yet, but we'll give them a little bit of time. Also started reviewing this area out here. As you can see, I got a couple of more high density buildings out here, as well as a bunch of more mixed buildings out here as well, so that's pretty nice. I want to say my population is almost 24,000, but we're gonna keep on growing. And also, I think it is time to actually grab myself a university. I think that's gonna be very nice to have. It's gonna take a lot of space, but I think in the end, it's gonna be worth it. Alright guys, something weird is happening. Somehow I'm making 5 million an hour, and I thought maybe the petrochemicals are doing something, but actually, I mean, we are an industry that's making us 130 million an hour. For some reason, it's convenience food that's making us 129 million an hour. I got no idea what's going on with that. That's kind of weird to me, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Because convenience food, we are importing quite a bit of it. That makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm gonna be completely honest. That's beyond weird and ridiculous. I am not gonna be complaining, but I think that might be a bug. Alright guys, after a while of sitting here and meticulously destroying some of these neighborhoods and building skyscrapers out here, I've run out of space. As you can see, there's not much else I can do out here. However, coal and stone, oh man, I don't know. Like, we're still getting so much stone in here. What's gonna be another 500,000 tons coming into our town? It's just gonna be a bunch of trucks, but not much else. And in order to save myself a little bit of space, so we can build even more, because we are so close to 100,000 population, we're just gonna destroy some of these industries that are just not making us any money. First of all, like this guy out here, coal, he's not producing anything. And these guys out here, arguably, we could still keep stone going, at least for now. But forestry, that must go. I mean, we're not producing all that much, so we're gonna destroy that and forget about it. Another thing, we are actually having quite a bit of an issue with prison availability. So what we need to do is actually get ourselves a prison unlocked. Here you go. Also, we do have police headquarters, which I think might actually make a lot more sense. As you can see, that should be more than enough to cover every single aspect of our town. And last but not least, how many prisons does it have? So we have availability for 100. That's actually pretty nice. That's not that bad. I'm gonna be honest, 100 is good. And second of all, if we take a look out here, there might be some extra jails, which there are, so jail capacity that will be going up. Perfect. And we can always build more, so that's pretty nice. We also have garage extension, which we will build just to give them a couple more cars. And also we have a helipad, which we might as well give them just so they can get around town a little bit easier. While I was building this area up out here, I decided to look at my education, and as you can see, high school is doing pretty well. And as you can see, what is going on here with elementary? Almost 20,000 people who wants to attend, and I got space for only 4,500. That is quite sad. If I've ever seen sadness, this is it. The best I can do is probably add one more, but that's about it. I mean, honestly, this cannot get any better than this, unfortunately, as much as it pains me. I just don't have the space to plop down like 15 of these elementary schools all across my town. And there you have it. We have reached our goal of over 100,000 people, and I could sit here and micromanage this for a while to get even more, but I don't have the willpower anymore. Also, all of our objectives have been reached, and some even surpassed. We have a university, although I was planning on having only a college, and we did get our tourist attraction in the form of the water park. And we have more money than I know what to do with. Thank you, offices, and what I can only imagine game bugs. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Scorpion out.